Scrappy people, it's Tracy Reed here today, coming at you with a fun layout using my hashtag foodie collection in my Traveler's Notebook Life Crafted album. Today I'm going to be creating a page with a center insert all about how I cook on a weekly basis. Now, I like to cook, and because I like to cook new and different things. And so I often am creating new, or not creating, but using new recipes. And um, I'm gonna be straight with you. My food photography is not awesome. So all of these photos are things that I made, but these are not my photos. These are the recipe photos from the internet. Totally okay to yoink your photos off of the internet if you don't have good photos for something that you want to scrapbook. But I am using the sort of stock photography for these photos. So this is a week in our life, like our menu plan. I menu plan every week that I am on track, and I make good food. I'm going to put that out there. I make good food, I'm a good cook, and I enjoy cooking. So I wanted to do a layout using the foodie collection about a week in our food life. So I have all of these photos, and what you can't tell is I actually kiss cut this on my silhouette. And so there is just a slight bond in the center here holding all of these photos together. And the reason that I did that was so that I could lay them down on the grid that I wanted them to be on, and they would be perfectly straight and aligned. So I took a minute and I cut out this center portion of the photo paper that I didn't want there, and now it's this perfect, beautiful grid, and it makes me so happy. It's just having all of those photos perfectly aligned, it just makes my heart so happy. So what I did here was I actually reduced the size of the foodie stickers to fit this layout perfectly. A lot of these stickers were either reduced by to 75% of their original or to 50% of their original so that they would fit on this page better. And that is one of the advantages of digital product, is that you can decrease the size if you need them to be smaller. And so that is what I did with this page. So all of these I just cut fresh from the Silhouette software. I do have, I have some already printed and cut, but I knew that I wanted these to perfectly fit this layout, so I reduced the size and cut fresh new ones. And now I'm just going through and I'm clustering some of these word bits and these florals in different corners of these photos, creating sort of patterns here and there. So I knew I wanted this floral to be up here, framing this photo, because most of the photos, or 4 of the photos, are going to have these little word bits that say Bon Appetit, Yum on the menu. So I have 3 florals sort of going back and forth and framing this whole thing. Keeping it nice and simple with my die cuts because I want to let the food shine and speak for itself. Perfect. So that is actually it for this side of the page. It's going to pair with this sort of menu plan right here, and I'm going to adhere one of these Citrus Twist, it's like adhesive rings or adhesive holes for the rings, because I didn't want to cut into that Traveler's Notebook page and ruin the effect because it was perfectly framed. Then I'm going to adhere another Traveler's Notebook signature on the back here, and that says, "Who knew that the hardest part of being an adult would be deciding what's for dinner every single night for the rest of your life?" And so this is going to be the back side of that. Just trimming this off here. A little bit of overlap. So this is going to be the back side. It's going to sit right over the top of that, and then I'm going to have a side over here that is going to have this journaling card and my journaling about how much I love to cook. So I trimmed this journaling card down to 3 by 3 so that I would have a little extra spacing between that and the other journaling card because there was a lot of extra red space anyway, so no big deal. Realize that this is cut the wrong size. I need it to be a little bit thinner so that it frames the cards a little bit better. I'm pretty good at eyeballing the distance between things nowadays. So I just kind of lay those on that paper so that they are all equidistant apart. And this sort of mimics the other side of the spread as well. So we've got some symmetry going on here. Not that you'll see the two sides together, but it just makes it more cohesive and makes it flow. It makes it feel like one full layout rather than two layouts that are sort of divided. Lastly, I'm going to add in some more of these die cuts, and I realized that I did not cut out one of my clusters, so that was fun. So I had to go in and reprint the other two little clusters. Fail. So I'm going to do the same thing that I did on the other side, and I'm going to create clusters of flowers, and then this time instead of word bits there's going to be icons, and it's going to mirror the other side. I really like that red paired with that super busy pattern on the other side. I think it looks great. And it all just feels very homey, very Italian restaurant-y, which is funny because I don't actually cook a lot of Italian food. But it works. All right, so let's put down the last two die cuts and then have a look at it all together. This came together really quickly because I actually pre-designed a lot of it in Photoshop. So putting it together was just a matter of like reassembling it. But if you enjoyed this video, I'd love it if you give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe. I would love to have you. If you don't already, you can follow me over on Instagram. I'm at Traci M. Reed. I would love to see you over there as well. If you are interested in scrapping your food adventures, the Foodie Collection is available in my store. There is a link in the description box below, and I will see you next time. All right, thank you.